Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we've got a little bit of a bonus clip for you guys. We got some gratuitous violence from my Yami. Wait for it. Shot out. Dun 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 dun. Pow! Got him. Down he goes from way downtown. But we're not done just yet. We have the very next shot that I take. Shot out and come on, baby. Looks absolutely juicy. Peek doubted me. You don't doubt me, right? Pow! Double depth strike and back-to-back salvos. I will take it. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But today, we're going to be in the Iowa. Now, I will apologize for there not being any game sound here. I am sorry. It was meant to be a live comm video where I have peak, and it would have been, was it Heavy Lag? I think it was Heavy Lag that was with us. But we were having a lot of fun. But unfortunately, we kind of screwed up just a little bit. I forgot to plug in my mic. And because I forgot to plug in my mic, yeah, it just basically screwed us over. So we had their audio, but not mine. And nobody wants to hear half a conversation, right? So unfortunately, not gonna have any video or not gonna have any audio to this video other than the soothing sounds of my voice, which we all know you all love. So yeah, hopefully you guys are ready. This one's gonna be a fun match. This is what happens when battleships decide to push, and there's no counter to them. So, yeah, this is going to be juicy. It's going to be oh my god. Hello, Iowa. Okay, he's coming in towards us slightly. Looks like he may be thinking about turning out. We go ahead, give him all the guns while we're broadside, and we have the spotter plane active. Are we going to smash him? Not really. One penetration. Eh. Is what it is. He started turning out and was able to deflect some of those or shatter the rounds, one or the other. But you can see I was preparing to be shot back. Now I take a shot at this Helena while he's behind the island because I'm thinking, okay, he's not going to see him in time. I was wrong. He sees him in time, slows down and turns in, and that is what saves his life because that could have been nasty. But, you know, is what it is. We're not done with those guys yet. But after seeing everything that's over here, we know that there's two cruisers heading our direction. We know that there's one battleship that was over here turning away. That just tells me I need to go. And by go, I mean I need to push. So that's exactly what me and Heavy Lag are going to do. By the way, Peak is in the carrier. Heavy Lag is in the Alabama next to me. And so between the Alabama and the Iowa, I can't think of two more ridiculous ships to sail right at a couple of cruisers. Like, think about it. Of all of the ships in the game that you could come up against in a cruiser, two American battleships, one of which is almost guaranteed to citadel you when he gets a shot, and the other one, even if he doesn't citadel you, will rip through your entire ship and do significant damages. Speaking of which, hello Helena, hold these. I give him the front guns, not wanting to go too far broadside right away. And then I start swinging out to the rear guns when I realize it's just the two cruisers. And of course, RNG says no. Those shots splash all around his ship. It didn't actually hit him. He goes into the Belfast smoke screen. And Heavy Lag and I have decided to do a little flanking maneuver. Okay, this is what is called flanking, guys. You know where the enemy is. They're in the smoke screen just ahead. Belfast still detected because, for some reason, not using his own smoke screen. But anyway, he's still detected. Peak is trying to soften him up with torpedoes, I believe. Or maybe bombs, one or the other, or both. Our destroyer's capturing A. And so, Heavy Lag is going to go to the inside gap between the two islands. I'm going to go to the outside gap to make sure that they don't try to kite. Okay? And because the two of us are doing it, now we're spotted by planes the entire time. If you are ever in this situation in a cruiser, you've got battleships bearing down on you, you have no torpedoes to defend yourself, you need to get out. You cannot sit here and try to fight 2 battleships in a cruiser that will be removed the moment we get a chance to shoot you. You have to recognize that as a cruiser player and realize that you are going to die. There's no winning the engagement for you. You're in a cruiser that is specifically designed to set fires. You're not going to win. And so Helena comes out first. He's angled away, so we're going to take that opportunity and just absolutely smash him. He's lucky to be alive. Well, at least for the moment, until I get that rear gun involved, and then he's going to be dead. And down he goes. So Helena's down. Belfast is out here. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you cannot wait this long. We were spotted for so long. You had all day to get out. Heavy lag takes a shot. The guy turns in, so avoids heavy lag shot. But unfortunately for him, we're going to clean him right up the prop shaft. Give him the old rotor-rooter technique. And he's lucky to have survived. He didn't turn out as hard as I thought he was going to. But heavy lag doesn't make the same mistake twice and promptly removes him from the battle. So, yeah. This was a lot of fun. Now, we're going to push out. We've got the ACAP, okay? The enemy is largely clustered out here in the open water. So, we're going to push out together. Stay close to one another and try... Oh, my God. Iowa is just begging for it again. It's almost like nobody sees us. It's like we're invisible. Nobody knows that we exist. And fortunately for that Iowa, he did realize that we exist just in time to turn out enough to keep me from doing a whole lot. But it looks like Heavy Lag got a good shot on him to take probably about 10K off of him. We, on the other hand, are going to take a shot of AP and then load HE for the bow tanking Iowa, because we were just told that he's damage conned by our carrier. And so now is the perfect time to load HE and try to set a fire on him. And you can see Peak is going for a flood right now as well. So we're going to do everything that we can to try and get a fire on this man, which will help whittle him down. Heavy Lag takes the first shot of HE. I take the second shot, and then I immediately switch to AP because I don't like shooting HE out of my battleships. But unfortunately, no fires. You know, it's like a 39% chance to set fires. You know, hitting doesn't cause fires. But plane gets some torps on us. Nothing I could really do about that. Didn't get a flood, thank goodness. But of course, we immediately get our turret knocked out by the Iowa, which is real unfortunate. But then this Shard Horse comes out broadside on at 14 kilometers, and the most unthinkable thing happens to me. I citadel him. I have never citadeled a Scharnhorst in my life. Like, I've citadeled Tirpitz and Bismarck and all the other German battleships, including Grosse Kerfers. Like, I've citadeled all of them. I have never citadeled a frickin' Scharnhorst until this battle right now. And so after doing it once, I was like, well, maybe we can do it again. But now we're a little closer. Dispersion's not going to be quite as good for some reason. We're going to get 2 overpens and 1 penetration. Not preferable, but not horrible. Shokaku is spotted, so we're going to try to focus him real quick. He becomes priority target, much like a destroyer. If you see a the aircraft carrier, I can't speak. The carrier, if you see a carrier, you shoot a carrier. Do not leave carriers alive. Now, Iowa gets punished by Heavy Lag. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't finish him off, and I believe I do. It's a pretty tight salvo, and no, actually, we don't. We get 1 hit. Yeah, just not having a whole lot of RNG after citadeling the Scharnhorst there. But RNG's about to rebalance the situation a little bit. We get the rear turret of Justice off, getting 9,500 damage. Hit all 3 shells from the rear turret. Then I fire the front guns thinking, well, if I can do that with the rear, the front guns will be fat. No, the front guns did worse. I fired 6 shells from the front. I did less damage than firing 3 shells from the rear. Welcome to World of Warships Legends, guys. The home of RNG giveth and RNG taketh away. But we're about to have all guns loaded. Notice I'm waiting for all 3 guns to be loaded because I want that dispersion roll to be fantastic. We fire the guns aiming for the superstructure because German battleship, and we get a pretty decent result out of it. 6,000 damage. Not amazing, but not terrible. And you can see I'm still I'm nose in at the Iowa because don't want to go, bow or broadside to an Iowa. And then this Scharnhorst does the unthinkable. He starts turning out. He's got the border approaching, so he starts turning out. He does start turning back, though. So he realizes his mistake, gets himself turned back out so he's not going to take as much damage, but it's still a significant hit. 14,000 damage we got off of him that time, getting a much better grouping out of our guns. And I still didn't use my spotter plane. But it's okay. One more good hit on this Scharnhorst should finish him off, in theory, if I can get one decent hit. Notice this guy's shooting HE at me this entire time. I get he only has 283 millimeter guns, but come on, dude. I'm basically, well, I'm angled, but I'm broadside enough that you should be trying to shoot AP at me. If he had, he'd have been probably killed me by now. But he didn't, and I'm not. So now I'm turning to bow tank the 2 battleships that are coming at us. I want to say it is a Nagato and maybe a French battleship. I can't remember. But Shokaku is spotted. So we're going to reach out and touch him. Pretty easy to aim on a Shokaku. You want to hit just behind the superstructure area. And I screwed the pooch. I didn't lead it far enough out in front because he's angled going away from us. So that was on me. That was actually good dispersion too. If I had landed that, he's a dead man. But I didn't, and he's not. So, is what it is. We're going to try to do our best to not make the same mistake twice. He's turning out, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can't overmatch that big booty of his and put it on him. And sure enough, we do in fact overmatch his big booty and put it on him for a 16,000 damage salvo with 6 hits out of the 9. I'll take those any chance I get. But, again, even though there are 2 battleships currently spotted, I don't want to leave the Shokaku alive if I don't have to. He dropped spot just momentarily here. I was still waiting for him to be respotted, and I know Peak is heading that direction to respot him, so I waited, and sure enough, just as I'm about to give up hope on him getting spotted, he gets spotted. I take the shot as quickly as possible, and now I'm focusing the Iowa and the Nagato, because cool people don't look at explosions. Pretty guaranteed kill right there. But I was bow tanking. He's low health. Nagato also low health, but he's further back, and he's giving me a much better angle. So I'm going to look at the Nagato. Actually, Nagato's turning in, but I overmatch his bow armor because Tier 6 battleships. So, yeah, if you didn't know, Tier 6 battleships only have 27 millimeters of bow armor, I think, much like the Balti. But we finished the game with a pretty solid game. I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of fun was had just steamrolling that side of the map and coming around and flanking everybody. It was absolutely beautiful. Good teamwork. Appreciate you, Heavy and Peak. Top of the leaderboard, 2,647 base XP with 148,000 damage. High caliber, first blood, fireproof. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.